So finding your feet, just feeling the bottoms of your feet. And then inhale, bringing your arms up. And exhale through the center. Oh. Through a bit. Thanks. And inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands on top of your head. Inhale, bring them up and maybe come up onto your toes. Exhale, bring your hands on top of your head and maybe even further down. You could bring them behind your head like this with your elbows wide. Inhale up. Exhale, dropping your shoulder blades. So hands on top of your head and drop your shoulder blades down. Notice if one shoulder's higher than the other, maybe behind your head. And just keep that going. Inhale up and exhale down. Now try inhale up, exhale, keep your hands where they are and bring your heels down, stretch your whole spine slightly forward, slightly angled forward. Inhale straight up and exhale down, ankle slightly forward, stretch the whole spine. Inhale, you can interlock your fingers if you like, and exhale. And exhale down. And side bends, inhale. Exhale, coming to one side. To get into the upper back, neck, and shoulder, maybe bend the elbow. To get into the lower back, maybe bend that left knee side you're going towards. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Inhale. So you can keep everything straight or you can bend. Sometimes by bending the limbs, you can get a bit deeper. And then maybe stay on one side. So I'm staying on your left. Maybe go to the wall, maybe cross your legs and go a bit deeper still. You know, for a number of you, this is a good stretch. So we don't stretch much the sides of our bodies. You can go in and out. If it seems too intense, you can go in and out. This also becomes a little bit of a strengthener for the arm. So inhale, coming out, and then exhale, going in, or just stay. And release. Try the other side. Again, you can do inhale out, exhale in. Got a slightly different prop here. Sometimes I do this on the balcony with the rail. And I just listen to my body. When it wants to come out, I come out for a minute, otherwise I stay. Listening to the breath. Is the breath long and smooth? Is it short and rough? Use that as your biofeedback. Ideally, we want to make the breath long and smooth. That'll happen through the practice. We don't need to force it, it just happens coming out. Hopefully you feel a little taller. So literally by decompressing those sides, we get a bit more length in the spine. So let's inhale coming up onto our toes and interlock our fingers, and maybe now stay here, or you can go up and down again as we did before, or just stay in full Tadasana. And when you're ready, release. All right, let's do some rotation. Inhale, arms up to the sides. Exhale, rotating to the left. You can bend the knees, keep the hips forward, and try to twist just the upper body. Inhale. I'm going to have my palms forward. You could have them the other way. I'm drawing my shoulder blades together, so you can have the palms down or up, your choice. I'm putting them forward. Exhale the other way. I'm going to bend the knees to help stabilize the lower body. As I twist, this can be done with straight legs, but I find it easier to do it with the bent legs because it separates the lower from the upper back. Maybe counting the breath. So exhale 4 to 6 seconds. Inhale, just free counts, or you can count that as well. So often in Chennai, my teachers will just ask us to count the exhale, to focus on that exhale. And the inhale, you just experience it, whatever it is. It's doing this in your own timing now. You could add a hold after exhale, draw the belly in and up, hold. It's a great one to do at a chair as well, if you're at a desk, though I really encourage people to stand up whenever they can. Now the next one, let's just take a breather for the arms because that's a lot of strength work. So the next one, inhale up, exhale, going to your left. Now you're going to stay here. You're going to inhale, untwist the head, look towards the screen, and exhale, twist. And if you like, you could add that arm. Inhale, untwist, and exhale, twist, or just stay with the arm stable. And this really gets into the neck. And other side, having done 4 to 6. Inhale, center, shoulder blades together. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, twisting to the other side, bending the knees. Keeping the hips forward, twisting just the upper body. Inhale, untwist the head. Exhale, twist. It's also strengthening the shoulders. And inhale. And exhale, release. Let's just do a forward bend to tie that all together. We're going to do the forward bends in the 4 directions, but we add 3 more directions. This is a practice called Ding Namaskaram, and it's honoring the directions. So we start facing east if you can. Find your easterly direction, and then we're going to gradually turn to the right and do 4 directions, and then we're going to do an upper direction, a lower direction, and then a side direction with the palms facing forward, if you remember this. Every time we do an exhale, there's going to be an Om. We're going to do it at least 2 rounds so you learn it if you're not familiar with it. Inhale, arms coming up, palms together. Exhale, we're coming halfway forward. I'm going to do the first one without the Om. Coming halfway down, drawing the belly in. Inhale, interlock the fingers coming up if that works for you. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale in the position. Exhale, halfway down, drawing the belly in. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, turn to the right again, now facing west. Inhale here, palms together. Exhale, half forward bend. That's your salutation. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, stay. Palms together. Exhale, halfway down, facing north. Inhale, coming up and turning. Exhale, in the position. Inhale, looking up. Upper direction. Exhale, coming down, lower direction. Inhale, coming all the way up, interlocking the fingers. That works for you. Exhale, coming halfway down. I'm just going to show this facing you. Your palms are facing up, coming forward halfway. It's the intermediate directions, the sides. Inhale, arms in line with the ear, interlock the fingers. And exhale, I'm facing east now, hands at the heart. All right, so we're going to do that with Om's exhale. I know this is new to at least one of you, so hopefully this will land a little bit. Inhale, arms coming up, interlock the fingers. Exhale, palms together halfway to the east. There's this idea that there's these beings of light, devas, in each direction. This is from India, this practice. Turning right, inhale here, exhale to the south. Just think of it as energy in nature. Exhale, turn to the right, or these beams of light. Inhale here, exhale, west. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale here, palms together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, turning right. Inhale, stretching way up. We're going to add an inhale here. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend as you chant Om. Om to the earth. Inhale, coming up to the sides. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Do one more round, and we're going to do Om Namo as we exhale. This means I let go, I surrender, I salute, I honor. So I honor all these directions. You could think of it as the nature that's around you, honoring the land, the place you're in. You could think of it in a more esoteric or mystical way. You can interpret it as you like. The original chant that goes with this is honors the devas, which are beings of light in all of these directions. Inhale, arms coming up to the sides. Om Namo. Inhale up. Exhale, turn right. South. Om Namo. Inhale up. Turn right. West. Om Namo. Inhale up. Turn right. North. Om Namo. Inhale up. Turning right. Om Namo. Inhale up. Looking up. Om Namo. Inhale here, exhale, forward bend. Om Namo. Inhale up to the sides. Om Namo. Inhale up to the heart. Om Namo Namaha. Beautiful practice you can do anytime you want to down regulate a little bit. Very good. Okay, let's do a warrior to move in the other direction. So coming to the back of your mat and bringing your left foot forward, your right foot turned out. Inhale, arms at the sides, palms facing forward, bending that knee towards your second toe. Exhale, twisting to your easy side to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the left. As you do this, you can bend forward slightly. And you can also straighten your legs. So those are all things that will help you create that twist to the harder side. Inhale, center, bending the knee. Exhale, forward bend. Coming to your place, your hands could be at a chair. They could be on blocks. You can always keep your head up if you've got any dizziness or lightheadedness or low blood pressure. You can keep your head up. And inhale, coming up, arms in line with your ears, bending that front knee, maybe arching the spine. Exhale, release. And that's the vinyasa. There's a lot of pieces to that. So inhale, arms at the sides, shoulder blades together, looking up. Exhale, twisting to your right. Trying to keep your hips forward. Inhale, center. So we worked on this earlier, separating the upper back from the lower back. Exhale, other side. Again, you can straighten that front leg, or you can come slightly forward to help you twist. Inhale, center, bending the knee, maybe looking up or forward, your choice. Exhale, forward bend. Let's add one more piece. Inhale, looking up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. I'm going to add one more thing as well, interlocking the fingers as an add-on, or the palms facing forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale. We tend to do things minimum 4 times and up to 6 to 8. Exhale, right. Again, you could straighten your leg even there. Inhale, that can help if you've got a knee problem, just to bend and straighten that leg, just to have some tracking. Exhale to your heart side. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward. Inhale, interlock the fingers, bend the knees. The knee rather, front knee. Exhale, release. One more time together. Inhale. Exhale, right. I'm showing it with the straightening the front leg. You can twist even more if you like. Inhale. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, other side. Draw the belly in from the pelvic floor up. Again, you can lean forward. Help those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forward. This is the hamstrings, the calf. Inhale, arching the upper back, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up, bending that front knee. Exhale, release. And bend the knee, step back if you can. That can be a bit much to do, so be careful. And going to the other side. So whatever width works for your legs. Inhale, arms at the sides, bending that front knee. Exhale, turning to your left, the easy side. Again, you can straighten the front leg or keep it bent. You can keep twisting around to get to your max spot. Inhale. Bending the front knee. Exhale, twist. And again, you can come forward a bit. Inhale. Center. Exhale, forward bend. You can keep that leg bent. You can use blocks, or you can straighten the leg, getting into the 3 hamstrings, the calf, maybe the shin as well a little bit. Inhale, bending the knee, coming up. Maybe interlocking the fingers, maybe arching the spine. Exhale, release. That back foot, you can turn it out more for more stability. Your feet can be laterally wider apart, also for more stability if you're having balance issues. You can also put a chair that you bring your shin to, or a stool as you bend to give you more stability. So those are some add-ons. Inhale, arms at the sides. opening up. Exhale, right. Sorry, I went to the hard side first. Inhale, center. Well, I'll keep with it. Exhale, left. That's good to switch it up. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, starting position. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, arch the spine up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, starting position. Last time, fourth time. Inhale. Exhale, whatever side you want. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward bend. And you can step here into a forward bend or a downward facing dog, your choice. Either or. If you're having any blood pressure, dizziness, you can inhale, look up, exhale, forward bend, or just stay in a halfway position. Arms on a chair, back of a chair, or on a wall. Just staying here and breathing, either forward bend or downward facing dog, full or half. Everyone in your forward bend, if you're not there, stepping forward. And you can always bend your knees, keep your head slightly up if you've got blood pressure issues. Inhale, halfway up, just taking it easy. Exhale, stay. And bend the knees. Inhale, coming up. And finding your samastiti. And hopefully you feel a bit more relaxed. Let's take a minute to sit and rest or lie down and rest after that vinyasa. Just take a moment. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay. I'm back. So when you're ready, just coming up from your resting place, either sitting or lying down. In classical hatha yoga, we often have those rests in between just to integrate the practice. And I often do that in my own practice. I just take a little pause to rest. So we're going to move on. That was a good warm up for the upper back and for the legs. We're going to move into some side bends, more in triangle. We're going to bring the legs apart in triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. I'm going to angle the camera down a bit so you're not seeing my mat too well. The feet apart, the same as one of your legs, or a little more narrow. Inhale, arms at the sides. And exhale, coming to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. So often think of this as the scales of justice going side to side. In somatic experiencing work, they call moving from one thing to the other, from something challenging to something not challenging, or side to side, as a pendulation. So I call this pendulating, and you can think of a pendulum going side to side, or those scales of justice, or teeter-totter. We're actually activating one hemisphere of the brain at a time. It's very simple. Utthita Trikonasana. It's a very gentle form of it. We're going to now take it into a variation that we use in the West a lot for our hips being tight. You're going to turn that left foot out. So Iyengar Yoga teaches this, and even my teachers, turning that other foot, your right foot in slightly. Inhale, center, exhale. You'll see now you can go a little bit deeper. Now that front knee, that's a little bit wobbly, you might want to bend it. If you've got any knee issues, bend it slightly or keep it straight. Just going to your place. You can hold onto your shin. You could have a block here. You could have a chair that you're using. Watch that knee. It can be strained. I often bend mine just a little bit. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, drawing that left hip back as you open the chest. And then maybe looking up. Inhale, coming up. So this is working the core, believe it or not, because you're going away from the center and you're having to stabilize with your core. And then working the upper back, neck, and shoulders, as well as the legs. So it kind of does a whole bunch of things. And I like to do that Chennai version of the pose side to side before I do this, just to warm up. And then maybe staying in the pose, maybe bending that knee a bit. And if you like, upper back, neck, and shoulders, you inhale, untwist, look away, and exhale, twist to where you can, looking either forward or up. Inhale, untwist. Again, you can bend that knee a bit. And exhale, twist. You could be holding onto your big toe, the inside of your leg, your shin, and on a block. You did quite a bit of work to prepare for this. You might be going into the pose quite well when you're ready. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, center. Notice where you feel that. You might be feeling it in your SI joints in your back. You might be feeling upper back, neck, and shoulders. Turning the feet the other direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, drawing that right hip back, that front hip back. I'm mirroring you. Again, you can bend that knee slightly for stability. Just seeing where you can go. You can use support, hand on the leg. When I've been injured, sometimes I'll just be holding on that leg. Inhale, coming up. So just adapting. And notice how your hamstrings feel. So if you have a hamstring injury, you might be feeling one of them, the three in the back here a little bit. Drawing that belly in, inhale. And just know you're doing a lot of core strengthening work by going away from your center here. And metaphorically, that triangle, you can think of it as uniting opposites. So it's kind of a good antidote to polarization. Thinking in black and white ways, which we often do when we're stressed, societally or individually or institutionally. Exhale, coming down. We start moving in these very narrow tunnel vision ways of seeing things. When you're ready to stay here, do so. Otherwise, go up and down still, bending that front knee if you like. Maybe turning the head, looking up. As you exhale, inhale, untwist, looking down, upper back, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, twist. One side might be different than the other. This is my harder side, so I have to adapt a bit more as I do it. Drawing that front hip back. Doing this 4 to 6 times. Always getting a little easier. And when you're ready, inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. And notice how you feel. Let's do a forward bend. Nice and easy one. Inhale, arms at the sides. Om Namo Namaha. You can do it in 3 parts. So I'll just teach how you do it the first part. Om, pause. Namo, pause. Namaha. Inhale up. So that's called a krama or steps. It's helping build the exhale in 3 parts, a pause between each part. Om Namo Namaha. Remember, you can do this coming to a chair or just halfway down. You can bring one foot slightly behind. I'm going to do that for a longer leg or a hip that's up. Om Namo Namaha. Inhale up. Visualize the radiant sun all around you. The center of the sun out of the heart. Exhale like a waterfall. Om Namo Namaha. Last time, inhale that radiance. Exhale. Om Namo Namaha. Staying at the bottom if it's comfortable. Again, you could be doing this coming to a chair so it's not as deep a forward bend for dizziness or heart disease. This is quite a change in blood pressure, heart rate, big nervous system response when you bring the head lower than the heart. So just be mindful to adapt as needed. If you can do this semi-inversion, it's very down-regulating for the nervous system. The yogis say it cleans the body and the mind. of mala or obstacles, toxins of the mind. So for those of us who find it hard to meditate or to be present or to be still, these forward bends can be wonderful medicine. When you're ready, just gradually coming up. I'm just going to show you a very gradual coming up, bringing my hands above my knees. Inhale, exhale, stay, and then inhale, pressing up. After being in a deep forward bend, for many people, it's good to come up slowly just to allow the nervous system and body to adjust to that change in where your head is in space and the physiological response to that. Just notice how you feel, hopefully a little more chill. We're just going to finish up our standing practice today. You know, the Sunday class is the standing class. We're going to do the rotated twist, the trikonasana, rotated triangle rather, trikonasana parvriti. So the twisted triangle. We've worked on having blocks either in the center or on each side to your place. So just a reminder of that. Have them here, have them whatever height works for you, or further away, or nothing. So I'm going to show without blocks, but in those different positions, just to remind you to play with that. Inhale, arms at the sides. I just don't want to be moving my blocks all over the place. Exhale, I'm going to come to the center first. So I'm going to bring my left hand down. I'm mirroring you. And coming to the side, opening up. So this is great for the upper back, neck, and shoulders. It's not getting into the lower back very much at all. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, other side. Pressing away from that center. Inhale, untwist the neck, the upper back, and the lower back. Exhale, release. I'm going to do another round. I'm going to go with the left first. Sorry, I reversed that one. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, going to your left, so it's actually your right hand. This time I'm going to go a little bit further away. And again, you could do this with a block or a bench. Try to keep your hips stable, just twisting the upper back. We've been working on this today. Inhale, untwist the head, the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, middle back, lower back. Exhale right away to the other side, drawing an arc across the body as you come to your spot. Just going a little bit away from center now. Aligning my shoulders. Looking up, or you can just look sides. Inhale, untwist the head, neck, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back. Exhale, take a break. Something I love about these twists is they have that down regulation of the head lower than the heart. You're also compressing the gut, which also changes the blood flow and has a physiological response. Inhale, arms at the sides. We're going to go a little deeper now if it works. Exhale, coming towards your left foot. I'm going to go right to the foot. I'm going to draw my opposite hip back because it will want to come with me. I'm going to draw back. It won't hurt you if it comes with you, but there you go. Inhale, untwist the head, neck, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back. Exhale, draw that arc right across. You might be just coming to the center now or to one of the earlier spots. Inhale, untwist. And exhale, center. Last time I'm going to go classical all the way to the side again. Pick your position. Inhale. Exhale all the way to the side. You can always bend your knee. So if you have a hamstring injury, you might need to bend your knee for a minute just to get there. I've had that experience. Inhale, untwist. So here you get the full compression of the gut. It goes more into the lower back now and the gut. Exhale, other side. So I'm going to show that bend of the knee And then straighten if you need to. Inhale, coming up. And let's just do a few more of those, whatever your position is, back and forth. Inhale up, exhale, twist, your own timing. You can add a hold after exhale. Drawing the belly in and up. And when you finish, just come back to Samastiti and relax. And when you're ready, exhale. That was in my very first practice that Mr. TKV Desgachar gave me in 2001. And really fell in love with that pose in that early period of my life. Just bending the knees. Just notice how hopefully more relaxed you feel, a bit more embodied. I know I had a bit of a rushed morning running around trying to organize a whole bunch of things, and was feeling slightly, disembodied. And the yoga always amazingly helps ground all of us, gets us present. And while that was happening, I kept saying to myself, the only thing you have now is being present. Just try to stay present. So that's just something you can bring into your life when you feel like the world is spinning a little faster than you are. Let's just do our counter pose. So either a half squat or a full squat. With the half squat, we're going to do it on an exhale, so it's more of a forward bend position. I'll show the full in a minute. For those of you who can do that, we haven't done that in a while, but it's a little tougher. So inhale, arms at the sides. Often do this as a land acknowledgement. Exhale, imagine your favorite tree. I always visualize a huge cedar. Bend my knees around the spine. So you actually see me rounding, hopefully a little bit, tucking my tail under, hugging that tree. And then inhale, actually visualize the sun all around that tree, that sparkling light that diffuses through a huge tree. And then exhale, just visualizing the trunk of the tree, the roots of the tree. And then inhale, seeing the branches of the tree, maybe some leaves if you want to add them on at a different season, and then the light from behind. You can keep that going, or if you want, you can do the full squat. I do it standing on a block or two, just to make it a little easier. This is a bit of a high block. This is going to make it really easy for me. Exhale. And inhale. Just keep this going. You do it with a smaller prop. I'm going to try with my pillow, see if I can do it. Some of you will not need this. Just do it in your own time. And then if you want to do more lower back and upper back, you can bring the arms forward. This is pretty challenging for the knees. So you can come just halfway down or all the way. Utkatasana, this is full Utkatasana, all the way down. And when you feel ready, just stay at the bottom. Or if you're in that tree hugging position, just stay there. And then inhale, just look up, or arms to the side if you're in the tree position, and then exhale, stay in your squat. Inhale, looking up, or arms to the side, just staying in your Utkatasana. Exhale, release. So it's wonderful for the lower back. Inhale. Exhale, release. When you're ready, coming into a forward bend. And lie on your back if you prefer, if this doesn't work for you. And we're going to sit for a minute. You can take one of those rests, or you can lie on your back. I'm going to bring my camera down for you. Sit. I'm going to actually sit in diamond Vajrasana. Sit cross-legged. You can have a pillow under your buttocks, a block like this or like this that you sit on. This is in Zen Buddhism, how their meditation pose. In yoga, we call it diamond pose, Vajrasana. So just a nice option for stretching the thighs. Just take a rest. With blood pressure issues, it's said to gradually go down to the floor rather than immediately. So just taking a minute to rest. And then when you feel ready, we're going to go onto our backs. Enjoy a little bit of the supine world. You can see me okay, I think. Hold down a little bit more for you. All right. So arms at the sides, legs bent. Just resting for a minute, feet wide, angle the knees in. Just rest. Have one hand at your heart, the other on your belly. Just observe the breath. Maybe switching hands. When you feel ready, Divipadipedam bridge. This is strengthening for the hamstrings. Behind your legs, strengthening for the back, opening for the chest. So it does so many things. Inhale, coming up. You can choose to have your arms down if you want to work more with the lower back. If you want to work more upper back, bring the arms up. So all the way overhead. Exhale, coming down. If you like, leave your arms up as you roll down from the upper back, middle back, lower back. And at the end of the exhale, bringing your hands down. Again, if you have one leg longer than the other, or a difference in one hip higher than the other, you can bring one foot forward. So my left hip's a bit higher than my right. I bring my left foot forward for that, and everything just feels more stable. So that's an option if you know you have one hip that doesn't rotate the same as the other, it's a little higher, or rotation, any of those things, you can play with that. You'll know when you do it that it just feels better. Maybe, or you can work with me privately. I can help you sort that out, but you can experiment with that. You can also just bring one arm up rather than both and just see, for those of you with scoliosis, I know there's a couple of you in the room today. You've got a compressed side, you can play with that. So regular inhale, feet even, arms coming up. Exhale, rolling down. Or trying a modification, one side at a time. And if you have a chronic imbalance in your spine, you just keep with that modification on the one side. Which I'm showing now. This decompresses the back, upper back. I'm focusing on now lower back. I'm gonna bring my feet even, I'm gonna bring my arms down. I'm gonna tuck my shoulders underneath. This is also upper back now. Let's get into those hamstrings. Inhale, lift the hips up, go up onto the toes, also strengthens the ankles if you can. Lifting up, exhale, release. You could interlock your fingers or have the palms up. You could also do a cactus with the arms. Inhale up if you like. It's an add-on. Strengthen the glutes, the lower back, the hamstrings. Exhale, you can probably feel that. So strengthens the muscles around the knees. Tuck the tail under, lift as high as you can. My Iyengar teacher used to come over and hit her buttocks, see if it was working. You can always do that. You can give yourself a little touch there, help wake up those muscles. And ready, release. Bringing the legs wide. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees other side. Just a simple counter pose with lower back, the hips, and a little bit the upper back. Maybe staying on one side and breathing. Modify. Make it harder by bringing your outside foot on top of your inner one, or just stay in the position and breathe. Ready, going to the other side. And adjust the arms as well. If you have a compressed side, you can stretch that arm up and get a bit, that whole side of the spine, decompress it. And when you're ready, release. Hugging the knees into the chest as you exhale. Inhale, extend them down to the floor or all the way stretching. Arms coming up if that works for you, or no arms up. So this is your inhale. Exhale, drawing one leg at a time or both in. So we're going to do it 4 times. You're welcome to do one leg at a time. I'm going to show both, but you're welcome to do one leg and one arm at a time. From Tadaka Mudra to Apanasana. I'm going to show with the one leg at a time. We're going to do more than 4 because I'm going to just show this for you. So this is the one leg at a time. This is really targeting the lower back, little more, less strengthening, but still strengthening on that exhale and inhale. So I often start with this if I'm warming up the body, and then exhale, release. If you can, both legs, a little more core work. And when you're ready, just to get into those hamstrings, holding the left leg either under the hamstrings or holding the calf or holding the foot. You could do that with a belt as well. Straightening the other leg or keeping it bent. And just feel the stretch of those hamstrings in a slightly different way. You can straighten the leg, inhale, holding behind the hamstrings, the calf, or holding onto the foot, exhale. Then you can do this with a belt as well. Holding onto the foot with a belt. You can also hold the big toe. Just try not to pronate the foot or sickle the foot. You're holding the big toe to press through it. Just getting into those hamstrings dynamically. Switching sides, whatever side, starting with that half happy baby, just staying there. So holding the foot, calf, or the hamstrings. I quite like this version. Surprisingly, it feels a bit stronger. And then maybe straightening the leg. You can just hold behind the leg, calf, foot, the big toe. Supta Eka Padangustasana. And when you're ready, just resting Shavasana. Let the legs turn out, or if you like, you can have your feet at the wall like I like to do. You can hold the sides of the mat. This is particularly good if you have an imbalance in your spine, like scoliosis, or one hip is higher than the other. Any of those kinds of things just can help even things out. Otherwise, traditional Shavasana, just relax everything. And just rest. You might cover yourself with a blanket if you're getting cold. Just observing the rise and fall of the breath. If you like a mantra, inhale Om, exhale Namo, or English, inhale let, exhale go. You can keep lying here, or if you feel comfortable to end seated, feel free to start transitioning towards sitting, moving your hands, your feet, one leg at a time into the chest, Maybe rocking side to side. Turning to one side and out. Finding your seated position in that Vajrasana diamond pose, kneeling or sitting cross-legged, sitting on a chair or bench, whatever works for your body. Inhale, both nostrils. Exhale, left. Inhale, both nostrils. Exhale, right. Fully closing the opposite nostril, half closing the nostril you're breathing through. Using Mrigi Mudra or just the Crow Mudra. In your own timing, the inhale could be 4, exhale 8, or inhale 3, exhale 6, or even a 2, 4. You can add a hold after inhale to enliven a bit more, or if you want to further down regulate, a hold after exhale, half the length of your exhale. Inhale Ujjayi, exhale nostril, one at a time. Anuloma Ujjayi Pranayama. Finishing up. Relax the breathing. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all everywhere be blessed, so blessed. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Namaste, Namaskaram. have a wonderful end of year experience, celebrating solstice, Christmas, or other celebrations of this time of year. As we celebrate the return of light. Namaste, namaskaram. Thank you.